Good morning.
Good morning, Breakfast Club on YouTube. Good to see everybody this morning. Glad that you're jumping in today. Today is day 76 out of 90. Man, we are rounding the corner, man. Well into the fourth quarter here. Day 76, Saturday, August the 24th, 2024. John chapter 10 through 12 is our text this morning. John chapter 10 through 12. John 12 through 19 is where we're going to end up. John 12 through 19. And the title of the devotion today is, why do people come to see Jesus? Why do people come to see Jesus? Or we could ask the question, why do you come to see Jesus? And so let's ask that question, okay? So forget that we're in church. Forget that we're talking to a bunch of church people. Why do you come to see Jesus? Huh? Go ahead and put it in the box. Go ahead and put it in the chat right now. Good to see everybody this morning. Want to say hi to Jim and Donna first in line this morning. Good to see you guys. Now, look, I don't know what's going on with our YouTube feed. The chat box, it looks like I'm kind of jumping in halfway down the chat because y'all were already singing hymns by the time I jumped in. And so it was hilarious this morning. Is it not
letting you see the top?
No, all the way to the top, it really doesn't let you see it. Well, Jim comes in at Paradise, but then Christina's already answering Filled with Glory and Grace. Is that the first chat, or is that? I think that it sounded like it was in the middle of the conversation.
Maybe Jim and Donna. And Donna was at the first up there.
Yeah,
I'm sure you were signed on first.
Did Jim and Donna? Did you guys sign on with Paradise? That's kind of a weird way to sign in, right? Anyway, Jim and Donna, good to see you. Christina Massey, good morning. Vinny and Sharon, good morning. Angie Dazzle Brazzle in the house this morning. Donna and Becky, good to see you guys this morning. Tom and Penny. Good to see you. Kathy Stroh, early bird, up and Adam on a Saturday. Linda K. and Reed in the PC. Good to see you guys. Mama and Papa Deck checking in. Mary Ruth Horn. Hey, Mary Ruth, did you go out and walk this morning? Man, I thought it was the plague of the frogs this morning. We had some rain last night, and the frogs are out. Jack and I had to maneuver in between the frogs. And, man, I tell you, it was something. Lots of wet ground out there this morning. So we got, let's see, where did I leave off? Tom and Joyce Mello, good to see you. Papa Stu and Joanne.
Good morning.
Checking in from Buffalo, 53 right now, up to a high of 79. It's already 74 here, so almost there for you guys. Donna and Hugh McGuire, good to see you guys. Martha Garrido, good morning. Kathy and Terry, good morning. Scott and Gil Howe, good morning. Stephanie, good to see you this morning. Let's see, Eva Stout's in the house. Good to see you, Eva. Barry and Linda, good to see you guys. Gwen and Jim Barrett, Rosa and Kelvin, good to see you guys. Jane and Walt, good morning, guys. Rosa and Kelvin, good morning. Bill and Diana Pitcher, good to see you guys. Paulie and Angela, still praying for Angela. I hope that she's feeling much, much better today. Mike and Sue Hall, good to see you guys. Tim and Wanda Peeling, back from Maggie Valley. I almost grabbed my Maggie Valley cup this morning, but I thought you guys may be back, so instead of grabbing my Maggie Valley cup, I grabbed my the Lamb of God cup that we got from Terry and Kathy Hicks, and so that's what I'm drinking from today. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Terry. All right. Yeah, it tastes good in that cup. All right, honey. Who's on Facebook?
All right. First signed on Facebook was Carolyn Orr and Amber.
Hey,
good morning.
Hey, Amber.
Renee Thornton, Scott is joining her, and we have Sharon. Good morning. Maury, good morning. Cynthia, good morning.
Maury.
Janet, good morning. I'm sure Sammy's with you. Good morning,
Hey, Sammy.
Mike, good morning. Patty, good morning. Valerie, good morning. Lance and Patty, good morning. Roger and Christy Riddle, good morning.
Hey, guys.
Cynthia, good morning. Barry, good morning. And that's what we have on Facebook.
All right. Good to see you guys on Facebook. Look, we're going to try to get through today without dropping audio on YouTube. So kind of weird. We've gone back and looked at everything here, made sure everything's charged up. We're just going to kind of play it by ear and get through this, right? Day 76. Why do people come to see Jesus? Good question. You can see in this passage, they came for different reasons. And you know what? Today, people come for different reasons, right? Why are people coming to church? A whole bunch of different reasons. Chapter 10 in our reading today read about the Good Shepherd. Chapter 11 was the death and resurrection of Lazarus, which plays in heavily to chapter 12 and the triumphal entry. Now, when you're reading the synoptic gospels, you don't get a lot of the details around the raising of Lazarus from the dead and how that impacted Jesus's triumphal entry. John, because he's a little bit more relational, tries to help us to understand how these relationships played a part in the unfolding story of Jesus, right? And so who was a close family at Bethany? Bethany's about 2 miles outside of Jerusalem. A close friends in the family there are Lazarus, Mary, and Martha. And so they play big in chapter 11 and then in chapter 12. Okay. So really cool understanding there. Chapter 12 is a triumphal entry. Jesus is for death. In chapter 12, verse 1, there's a time marker. It's very important because it does mark the beginning, right? The beginning part of this last week of Jesus's ministry, right? John gave a time marker here telling us that this was the last week before the death and burial of Jesus. And so catch this, almost half of this gospel, John's gospel, is given to this last week. Matthew used more than 33% of his gospel to cover that week. Mark, nearly 40%, and Luke, over 25% to cover the last 7 days of Jesus's life, right? Of Jesus's ministry here on earth. And so the question of the day that we're going to turn our attention to is, why do people come
Can I hold on 1 second?
to see Jesus?
It said sound gone. So if that's the case, why don't we get rid of the mics?
Okie dokie. We're going to figure that out.
Pull that, see if that helps.